Welcome back to another episode of Fantasy Fresh Takes with Rick and Ryan. Excited to bring to you another episode. It's been a while.
Yes, sir.
It's hard to do this stuff, obviously, between work. And we're on lunch right now, so we're not clocked in. I'm not clocked in. We're on lunch, so we got to try to find a way. But a lot of great things happened, especially in the past month or so since we last did the recording. But mainly we want to talk about the last few weeks and also our pre-draft, some things that we want to go over. But really, there's a bunch of trades that happened this past week or so. So, Rick, which one was the trade for you that stood out the most?
I think the trade of the year.
Of the
year was Getz getting that 802. I said he's going to come back in there somehow. I always put the Getz shuffle up. He somehow maneuvers his way back in after he has no picks, and he gets back in. He did it again this year. This time he traded it Lamar and Rice to G for the 802 and for Debo. I think that he's going to miss Lamar a lot. I think he's going to miss Lamar scoring. But I guess we got to kind of wait and see how it shakes out.
I guess it really just depends on what he does with that 802 pick.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what any of the pick. Obviously, I've traded a bunch of picks and things
That's
like that.
true.
I missed on all of them, and I lost pretty much all of my trades. But I like to take more shots at the dartboard. But yeah, the 802. Whether it's Bowers or Neighbors or Radunze, I think we all know probably the top five is going to be all rookie picks, which is to be expected. I think anybody in that position would be a fool not to do that. But yeah, it was a good trade. It would be interesting to see. It helps both, I think, tremendously. G got a major upgrade from Tua to Lamar.
Yep. You and I made a pick again. Like we were
Trade?
trading. Yeah, I'm sorry, trade again.
Yeah.
We had
I had G Will, then you had G Will, then I had G Will, then now you had G Will.
Tank, and you had Tank, and I have Tank, and you had, so we look at the same players. But so I got G Will back, and you have my
I got the
11th pick,
8-11,
and you have Tank, and you got Pickens.
Yep.
For me, and I got an 11 and
It was a 10, I think.
Yeah, 10 and 11 back from you. So I think that the trade definitely helps you because, you want to kind of corner the market early. He want to go ahead and grab everybody. So there's not going to be anybody left. So look, if y'all, if y'all don't have your players, you're going to be stuck because he's going to take
I got 5 in the first 2 rounds.
So you got 5 picks in the first 2 rounds.
Doesn't guarantee anything. I still got to hit on them, of course, and have luck go my way. But I've been pretty good at least finding a cornerstone wide receiver in the past every single draft, pretty much. But I could miss. Who knows? But that 8-11, it was strategy to try to get in front of Philip.
Well, I know that, and I knew that, and that's why he and I have been going back and forth for a couple of days, and I got G Will. And what I didn't want to do, because you almost got me the first time, was he went Olave. And I was like, no, for me, that's a lateral move for me. I think G Will is here and Olave is right here for me. Yeah. So I was like, that makes no sense for me. So I was steadfast on keeping Olave. I got G Will, and now I got both of those guys to go with Nico and Shroud because I made a trade with Richard and gave away JT. So I'm going to miss JT tremendously, but I think I still got Bijan. So, but I wanted to upgrade my quarterback, and I know I have Jordan Love. So people say, why would you upgrade Jordan Love? I want to see what he does this year first. I'm a little worried. He had a hell of he was up and down because he was hot, then he was cold.
That one's tough. Jordan Love and C.J. Stroud, because Jordan Love finished higher than C.J. Stroud last year. Did you know that?
Yes, but C.J. right now is rated number 4, and Jordan's like number 8 or 9. And I think for me, Jordan he got hot. He got hot down the stretch.
Yeah.
But I want to see what he does, and then also his contract played in for me. A lot of these guys coming up, and he's sitting on a contract year. He's sitting on 1, Tua is sitting on 1.
Well, Jordan, he's going to get paid for sure. Pre-draft stuff that we wanted to go over is mainly like with those first 2, we'll say 3 rounds. We won't put our strategies too much out there because obviously, especially mine, because I have a lot of picks. I'm not going to share too much about what I want to do. But what do you think some of the biggest draft needs are for certain teams?
So if I was to go down and just give a couple teams
for you,
to break,
obviously.
So me right now, I have a weaker spot at running back. I personally feel a little bit better about Pollard than I did a couple of weeks ago. Been doing some research in the background, but still, I know I need to upgrade my running back spot. We don't have to be Einstein to say that. I think for some teams, just right off the break that I can think of, Gonzo, you need running back, son. Bad. You have a decision to make because you have the 801 and you have the 803. So you have the first and third pick. First off, we know you're gonna get Marv. That third pick for you, I don't know what you do with it because you need backs bad. Because Singletary, I've told you, and I will continue to tell you, he will not have his job by week 10. The kid's Tracy's coming already, and I told you that. So you're gonna need to kind of figure that out. And I think the other piece, real quick, not to slide off, but the other piece is interesting. How certain folks, like we do our research, like we get into it a little bit, and we gotta go year round in this league, but we do a lot of research and kind of backdoor some things. And the people who seem to be ahead of the curve always are the ones that's able to kind of sidestep tragedy and catastrophe. And if you see something coming or you start getting wind of something, and we look at tape, we actually go through and look at YouTubes and stuff like that of people's performances. And the eye, if you've done some athletic things, your eye is whatever your athletic things tell you, trains you to be. So you see play like man, you like Tank, the same thing. Like the same things you see in Tank,
He just looks different on tape.
He does. Anybody else?
That's what I think with DJ Moore too. He just looks different on tape. He's excellent. I love route runners. I think that's my biggest weakness. Excellent route runners. I love it.
Yeah, I agree.
They're just always open. Amari Cooper, I'm a big fan of Amari Cooper. He's older now, but
and to your point, it's a skill because anyone can run a 9 route, go straight down the field. But can you go down and find the nuances and the seams and zones, or can you have a
just like Jameson Williams?
For sure.
I don't like Jameson Williams.
Well, but you know what though?
I don't. But a lot of people do right now.
But I would say that
because of opportunity.
I think and
he can't beat out Josh Reynolds. What do you think he's gonna do now?
But I think some of that is his headspace. His ability is off the charts. His natural athletic ability. Now, whether or not he puts it together, but they say he's doing it this summer. He was the number 1 receiver in college until he blew his knee out in the championship game. So we can't dismiss that. I think for Getz, real quick, I think that his team, for me, I think it's going to be an enigma.
He needs a spark somewhere.
Yeah, because it just seemed like, he's
dragging along.
He needs some spark plugs because them jokers are old. He needs some spark plugs. That's what he needs.
He has enough to make a playoffs, but he needs a difference maker somewhere.
Well, and all jokes, he has his Diggs and he has his Kelseys and he has his, he's going to start golf now, which we're not going to get into that now, but he's going to start golf, which is going to be interesting because he's going to lose those points from Lamar. He's going to lose those points from Lamar, which I think is probably going to be a difference of 100 points easy for the season.
Could be.
Yeah, because
the rushing upside.
Upside, and then what Lamar just do, like he go off 50, like out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And our league is a little bit tougher to get 50 than it used to be. And he had like 3 50-point games. His first 2 games last year, Lamar put up 50 each game.
Yeah.
So you kind of look at it and see what goes on. But I think he's going to need some. I think he needs some youth. Phillip doesn't need anything. Phillip straight.
Well, he needs a tight end.
Yeah, well, but that's because that's the only spot that he doesn't have filled. But he'll fill that.
Yeah.
He's going to hit that first round.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
He's going to hit that first round.
He'll probably get Njoku back.
Or somebody.
There's some good tight ends left over out there.
Well, he's not going to get Pitts because I'm not going to put him on the market. Pitts won't be there.
Richard, let's see what he got.
Well, he has Puka. He has JT now.
Yeah, he needs a tight end too, I think.
He
has McBride.
Yeah, he has McBride. I think for him, I think it's going to be Kyler. He's betting the house on Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
And Kyler Murray, I think, he will have some big games. The problem, I think, with that is that his best receiver is going to be a rookie. And that rookie's going to see a lot of double coverage.
I could see Richard drafting a quarterback very early just for protection.
He better because especially if old boy don't have a good week his first few weeks, then that's going to put him out of playoff position. That's a good point you made.
Damian needs everything.
So, dude.
Mike needs everything besides quarterback.
I don't know. Mike gonna be sneaky. I keep telling you. I know we keep going through this. Mike is gonna be sneaky. He's gonna be in trouble.
Yeah,
He's gonna be in trouble with Kamara though, because if Kamara does not sign, which he looks like he's gonna want a little bit extra money, he's a little mad, so he didn't go to training camp like this past week. So if he stays out for money, because that's gonna be his best back, him and Mixon. But I think Mike gonna be sneaky though, man.
We'll see. I'm not sold.
I know you're not, but anytime you got Josh Allen, he has Mixon. He's going to have Kamara. He's going to have McLaurin, who's going to get all the passes in Washington.
We hope so.
He's going to have Cup, who's on there, who's going to come back crazy.
We'll see. A lot of what ifs, like everybody has.
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
a lot of what ifs.
Yeah, but I think he has a shot, though. I think,
of course, we all do.
you know, I think he has a shot, more of a shot than people give him. Because you trying to put the man 12th on the last ranking. I already said Gonzo needs, so I ain't gonna mess with him anymore.
My team, I think obviously I need a quarterback since I'm not keeping Herbert no more. But the good thing is I have 5 options, especially within those first 2 rounds to maybe get one. And there'll be some.
You better get one
some
too.
good ones.
You better get one.
Yeah, because I see the needs of everybody else. So that's kind of why I made that.
Tell me
move.
like this in the second, third, fourth round, people y'all might as well not even show up because I got picks. You know, like there was a song back in the day. Luda said he got pros and area codes. I got picks, bro. So I'm just saying.
We'll see.
I got picks.
We'll see.
Who else we got in the league? Fabs.
G,
everything.
G,
Fabs. Everything. Everything. But he does have AR and Pittman.
He does have that stack.
After that, everything else he needs.
That was a gift.
Yeah, he needs running backs. He needs receivers outside of Pittman.
He'll probably take Caleb Williams.
He better do something, and he probably will, knowing him. So, I mean, I would not. He needs to fill in his roster, but we'll kind of see. I think he'd be surprised. I think he's going to be surprised. If Neighbors sitting there 5, which he probably will not be, but if he's sitting there 5,
I have
crazy.
5. I'm taking Neighbors.
Oh, I'm sorry. If he's sitting there 4, my bad, 4. Yeah, if he's sitting there 4, then I think he'll probably take Neighbors. So we got to see how those first, few picks or Doomsday. Either way, he needs some talent. Who else do we have in the league? I think we didn't hit everybody. I think we got G. G's actually pretty solid. I think G's pretty solid because he got that Baltimore thing working now. Yeah. He has Andrews. G's made some good moves. Andrews, he has Zay Flowers already. He got Lamar, so that's 3. He got Connors. That's his man. I don't see him dropping Connors. It's going to be Connor or Cook.
Yeah.
So if you're watching this G, we're looking at you, bro, because it's going to be Connor or Cook that's going to hit the wire because you got Swift on the other side.
Or maybe Swift hits the wire.
Ain't no way.
Why not?
Ain't no
They're
way.
all the same. They're all the guy. What's the difference?
Ain't no way.
He likes it.
Ain't no way. I mean,
I'd rather have Connor. I'd rather have Cook over Swift. That's just me. I used to love Swift, but now.
Well, you know what? I may agree with that.
Monster, Khalil Herbert, and
for me personally, get rid of Connor because every time I play Connor, he put 32 on me every time. And I got my ass kicked last year, so hopefully this year will not be the year of the Thursday night massacre because every Thursday night game, I got somebody kill me for 50. Every Thursday night game, man. I was out of the league. I was out of the games on Thursday before the Sunday games came.
Yeah.
I think that about wraps it up, though. Did we leave anybody out? We were trying to make sure we got everybody. We talked about Raz. We talked about Fabs. We talked about Eric, old. We talked about your team, my team. Frenchie. We always the Frenchman. You got the curse, Slim. So we don't have to worry about you. Because you're going to get Zippo.
Yep, Frenchie needs everything.
You're going to get Zippo because the curse has got your ass. So we don't have to worry about you, Slim. But no, seriously, he has Jefferson, he has Chase. He has probably the best team top to bottom outside of Phillip, talent-wise. But again, Slim, 2017, Slim, you was dirty. And you have won nothing since. So, oh boy, that's all. I think we can end on that note.
Yep, that is it. We'll be back next time for another episode. Appreciate y'all for watching.